Hello.
Oh, look who's here, Joel.
Wow. Merry Christmas, everyone.
It's Geelong.
It's Christmas on the farm.
It's Christmas everywhere.
I'm Joel.
I'm Al.
This is the incredibly talented Drums the Panda.
So soft and fairy.
We're here to celebrate with you. Al, let's sing a song that
A
everyone's
Christmas song.
going to know.
Here we go.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over fields we go, laughing all the way. Ho, ho, ho. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright.
Oh, they're so bright.
What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Here we go.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ho, ho, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ho, ho, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, well done, everybody.
Oh, Joel, I can hear somebody.
Who?
Someone else.
It's Ava.
Hello.
Hi, Ava.
Hey.
Welcome
Hello,
to the
everyone.
show.
Hi. Hey, Avi, are you going to sing some songs with us?
I think I will.
Let's do another verse, Joel.
Let's do it.
Dashing through the snow.
Dashing through the
in a
snow.
one-horse open
In a
sleigh, not
one-horse
two.
open sleigh.
Over fields we go.
We're going over the fields, Ava.
Laughing all the way.
Ho, ho, ho.
Bells on bobtail ring,
Bells on bobtail ring.
making spirits
Oh,
bright.
they're making them so
What
bright.
fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Sing
we
along! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ho, ho! Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Not two. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Wow, I just love Christmas in Geelong.
Oh, it's amazing, Joel.
And thank you, Greater City Geelong Council, for having us perform. There's so much to do in Geelong at Christmas time, Al.
There is, I know, Joel.
My favourite bit, Ava,
Oh,
is
yes.
the giant Christmas tree floating on Corio
On
Bay.
the water.
Yes.
Oh, and when we're down there looking at the tree, I love going on the walk of the Christmas trail around Geelong,
That
Joel.
is so much fun, Al.
Drums and Panda, what's your favourite bit?
Oh, here we go. Who are you thinking? Watching telly? No.
No? I did do a charades class.
Oh, I think I know, El. Is it the City Hall Christmas projections? Oh, yes,
that's a
beautiful.
good
Check
one
them
as
out.
well.
Very good.
Well done.
My favourite part is the big star on the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about stars, does anyone know the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star? You do?
Get your fingers ready.
Let's do it. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Beautiful, Ava.
Great job, everyone.
Done, you guys. Let's sing it again.
When the shining sun is gone, resting now until the dawn, then you show your little spark. Twinkle, twinkle in the dark, shine down on me from afar. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Oh, well done.
Let's all do it one more time. Are you ready?
Twinkle,
Twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond
go, guys. I hope Santa Claus makes it safely to the farm and to Geelong this year.
Oh, yeah. Last year he crashed his sleigh into the gum tree.
I know. Hey, that's a great story. Hey, do you want me to tell you the story? Well, it all started when we started.
Al, hang on a second. You don't need to tell the kids the story.
Oh, what? That's
We can show them.
Oh.
Check this out.
Deck the halls with bells of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Show me now a gay apparel. Show the ancient Yuletide carol.
Fa la 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 la. Let's have an Aussie Christmas. Deck the farm with boughs of gum trees. Fa la 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 la. Turn the hay bales into reindeers. Fa la 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 la. Laugh as hard as kookaburras. Fa la 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 la. Gee, it's great to see each other. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. La 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Deck the halls, there's swarms of mozzies. Fa la 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 la. Did you bring your swimming cardsies? Fa la 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 la. Backyard cricket by the Barbie. Fa la 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 la. Look, there's Santa up the gum tree. Fa la 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 la. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don me now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Merry Christmas, boys and girls. Have you been good this year? Thank you for saving Christmas. Okay, I'm off in my fire truck now. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
But don't worry, kids. I'm sure Santa Claus won't crash the sleigh this year.
Oh, but thank you to the Wycliffe Fire Brigade for letting us borrow your fire truck to get Santa out of the tree.
Yes. Hey, at Grovedale Fire Brigade, you better be on standby in case Santa crashes into the big tree at the waterfront.
Panic boom.
That would make a mess, wouldn't it?
It would.
Or Bellpost Hill Fire Brigade, maybe, John.
Yeah, you never know. You never
You
know.
keep your eye out, everybody.
That's right, because Santa could appear at any moment.
Uh-huh.
We just don't know where he could be.
Where could he be?
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's coming to Belmont town.
He is, Joel.
He's making a list.
A list.
He's checking it twice. He's going to find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Have you been nice, Highton? And he sees you when you're sleeping, and he knows when you're awake, and he knows if you've been bad or good. So be good, for goodness
Be
sake.
good, for goodness sake.
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Hey, have a sing, Ava.
He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town.
He's coming to Warren Ponds, Al. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
Picture in
He
Whittington.
knows if you've been bad or good. So be good, for goodness
On you go.
sake.
Good.
You better watch out.
You better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming. Thanks, City of Greater Geelong. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. Wow! There he is! It's Santa! It's Santa Claus! Bye!
Hello everyone, my name is Granny Lee and welcome to the Geelong Botanical Conservatory. I'm here to sing some songs and tell stories all about Christmas as part of the City of Greater Geelong Christmas activities for children. But I'm going to start off with a song that you can do some clapping and some stamping and some wriggling and some shouting. Are you ready? Here we go. Hello, g'day, how are you today? How are you today? How are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Are you ready for a story? Here comes the clapping. If you're ready, clap your hands. If you're ready, clap your hands. If you're ready, clap your hands. Ready for a story. Now you're going to stamp your feet. If you're ready, stamp your feet. If you're ready, stamp your feet. If you're ready, stamp your feet. Ready for a story. Hello, g'day, how are you today? How are you today? How are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Are you ready for a story? Now get ready to wriggle. If you're ready, wriggle around. If you're ready, wriggle around. If you're ready, wriggle around. Wriggle very fast. And let's shout hooray. If you're ready, shout hooray. If you're ready, shout hooray. If you're ready, shout hooray. Shout it really loud. Hello, g'day, now you're ready. Hello, g'day, now you're ready. Hello, g'day, now you're ready. Ready for the story. Now all you have to do is sit down. You've got rid of the wriggles in your hands, the wriggles in your feet, the wriggles in your body and the wriggles in your voice. And let's get ready for a story. Now that you're ready, put on your listening ears and your thinking cap, which is your imagination, and let your imagination run wild to the North Pole. It's the day before Christmas and everyone is busy. They're making presents, wrapping them, putting them in the sleigh, ready for Santa to fly around the world and deliver them. But something is different this year. Mrs. Claus is in bed with a cold, achoo, and she always puts Santa's clothes out. That's just what she does. So Santa looked down and he realised he was in his underwear. Oh, I need my pants. So he looked here and he looked there, but he couldn't find his pants anywhere. One of the elves said, Santa, you're going to do a bit of riding. You should wear some cowboy pants. Santa said, ho, 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 ho. No, 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 that will not do. Another elf said, Santa, you're going where? It's hot. You should wear some denim shorts. Ho, 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 that will not do. So Santa went to the bedroom door and he said, Mrs. Claus, I know you're sick, 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 but please tell me where me pants are, quick, quick, quick. Achoo, achoo, they're hanging on the back of the door, achoo. So he went to the back of the door and he found his pants and he put them on and they were perfect. Then he looked at his top. Oh, I need a coat. He looked here, he looked there. but he couldn't find his coat anywhere. One of the elves said, "Santa, you need something fancy and colourful." "Ho, ho, ho, no, 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 that will not do." So then the other elf said, "Santa, you're going to hot places. You need to have a singlet." "Ho, ho, 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 that will never do." So he went to the bedroom door and he said, Mrs. Claus, I know you're sick, 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 but please tell me where my coat is, quick, quick, quick." "Achoo, achoo, it's hanging on the back of the chair, achoo." So he went to the back of the chair and he found his coat. He put it on and it was perfect. Then he looked outside and it was snowing. And he said, "I need my boots." He looked here, he looked there, he looked everywhere, but he couldn't find his boots. So one of the elves said, "Santa, we run really, really quick when we're wearing our elf shoes. Maybe you should wear them." "Ho, ho, ho. No, no, no. Those won't do." And the other elf said, "Well, Santa, you need to look flash. You should wear purple high heel shoes." "Ho, ho, ho. No, no, no. Those won't do." So he went to the bedroom door and he said, Mrs. Claus, I know you're sick, sick, sick. Please tell me where my boots are, quick, quick, quick." "Achoo, achoo, they're by the back door, achoo." So he went to the back door and he found his boots and he put them on and they were perfect. I need a hat." He looked here, he looked there, he looked everywhere, but he couldn't find his hat. One of the elves said, "Santa, you're going to do a bit of riding, so you need a cowboy hat." "Ho, ho, ho. No, no, no. That won't do." The other elf said, "Well, Santa, you need to look smart. You need a top hat." "Ho, ho, ho. No, no, no. That won't do." So he went to the bedroom door and he said, Mrs. Claus, I know you're sick, 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 but please tell me where my hat is, quick, quick, quick." "Achoo, achoo, it's on the hat stand in the hall, achoo." So he went to the hat stand and he found his hat. He put it on and it was just perfect. Mrs. Claus, I'm ready to go." "Achoo, achoo, what about your mittens? Achoo, they're in the bedroom with me, achoo." So he went to the bedroom and he put on his mittens and he said, Mrs. Claus, I know you're sick, 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 but please, can you give me my good luck kiss?" And she went, and he went outside, got into the sleigh, picked up the reins and said, "Giddy up, reindeers," and flew off to deliver presents to all the children all over the world. Do you think he looks right now? He's got his right hat, his right coat, and his pants, and his boots. I've got a rhyme here that might help the elves remember what Santa wears. It goes like this: hat and coat, pants and boots. Maybe you can do it with me. Hat and coat, pants and boots. Here we go. Hat and coat, pants and boots, pants and boots, pants and boots. Hat and coat, pants and boot, twinkly eyes and a cherry nose. Let's do it again. Here we go. Hat and coat, pants and boots, pants and boots, pants and boots. Hat and coat, pants and boot, twinkly eyes and a cherry nose. Well done. But I've got a song all about an animal who helps Santa, just like the elves were helping Santa to get dressed. Are you ready for it? This song is all about an animal who helps Santa. And I'm sitting here looking at a billabong, and the billabong is in the song. Here we go. You might know it, and if you do, join in. It's all about Australian animals. Once a jolly Santa camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. He had a little dip, boiled up his billy can. Soon he was snoring and fast asleep. Down came Koala, jumped aboard the Santa sleigh, slipped on the suit because he had a plan. He called up his mates on the old bush telegraph. Let's give old Santa a helping hand. Santa Koala, off in a flap like a mad cockatoo in a Christmas sleigh full of Aussie animals. Santa Koala, good on you. Old Mrs. Platypus brought a batch of lamingtons. Go, go, goanna played his guitar, and as a big red ruse roared across the Nullarbor, they all sang fa la la. Santa Koala, off in a flap like a mad cockatoo in a Christmas sleigh full of Aussie animals. Santa Koala, good on you. A kitten or an emu were busy stuffing stockings from the tip of Tassie to the back of Burke, when Wombat yelled, "We're finished Santa's Christmas list." Kev Kookaburra went berserk. Santa Koala, off in a flap like a mad cockatoo in a Christmas sleigh full of Aussie animals. Santa Koala, good on you. Well, they gave 3 cheers for Koala at the billabong. Woke up Santa with a hip hip hurrah. He took one look at his empty Santa sleigh and said, "Christmas is next week, you great galah." Santa Koala, off in a flap like a mad cockatoo in a Christmas sleigh full of Aussie animals. Santa Koala, good on you. Let's do it again. Santa Koala, off in a flap like a mad cockatoo in a Christmas sleigh full of Aussie animals. Santa Koala, good on you. Isn't that a great song to sing at Christmas time, all about Australian animals helping Santa? Thanks for coming, and I'll see you again. Bye. Hello everyone, I'm Granny Lee and I'm here at the Gateway Sanctuary in Leopold as part of the City of Greater Geelong's Christmas in Geelong. I've got stories and songs all about Christmas. But let's start off with a fun song. It's all about clapping your hands, stamping your feet, wriggling your body and shouting hooray, and you can dance in between. I've got my trusty red uke and here we go. Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Are you ready for a story? This is where you clap your hands. If you're ready, clap your hands. If you're ready, clap your hands. If you're ready, clap your hands. Clap them really fast. Well done. Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Are you ready for a story? Get your feet ready to stamp. If you're ready, stamp your feet. If you're ready, stamp your feet. If you're ready, stamp your feet. Stamp them really loud. Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Are you ready for a story? And here we go with a wriggle. If you're ready, wriggle around. If you're ready, wriggle around. If you're ready, wriggle around. Wriggle really fast. Well done. Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Are you ready for a story? This is where you shout hooray. If you're ready, shout hooray. If you're ready, shout hooray. If you're ready, shout hooray. Shout it really loud. Now you're ready. Hello, g'day, now you're ready. Hello, g'day, now you're ready. Hello, g'day, now you're ready. Ready for a story. Now that you've got rid of all the wriggles in your fingers, the wriggles in your feet, the wriggles in your body, and the wriggles in your tongue, sit yourself down, ready for the story. This is a story about Santa. Now, on Christmas Eve, he packs all the presents into his sleigh, and then he travels around the world, landing on rooftops and delivering the presents. Well, this is what happened this Christmas Eve. Santa arrived on the roof, and he went down the chimney and into the lounge room. He looked around and he saw a Christmas tree, and he put some presents under there. He also noticed that there was a plate of cookies and a little glass of milk. So he had a sip and a bite, and things were just right, because a little bit goes a long way. So he made sure that everything was ready for the children, and then he clicked his heels and he went back up the chimney. And he got back into his sled and went on to the next house. He came to the next house and a skylight was open. So down he went. And he looked around and he saw a Christmas tree with some presents, and he put some more presents under there. And he saw a plate of cookies and a glass of milk. So he had a sip and a bite, and that was just right, because a little bit goes a long way. So he clicked his heels and he flew back up the chimney, off on to the next house. It was the end of the night and Santa was very, very tired. So when he got to the next house, he didn't really check to see if the chimney would be big enough. But, he tried. Oh no! Santa's stuck. And he yelled, "Oh, can someone get me out?" So Dasher came and he pulled and he pulled with a ho, 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 but Santa wouldn't go, go, go. So Dasher called Dancer. And Dancer held on to Dasher, and Dasher held on to Santa. Dancer held on to Dasher, and they pulled with a ho, 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 but Santa wouldn't go, go, go. So they called for Prancer to come and help. Prancer held on to Dancer. Dancer held on to Dasher, and Dasher held on to Santa, and they pulled with a ho, 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 but Santa wouldn't go, go, go. So Prancer called for Vixen. And Vixen held on to Prancer, and Prancer held on to Dancer, and Dancer held on to Dasher, and Dasher held on to Santa, and they pulled with a ho, 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 but Santa wouldn't go, go, go. The 4 reindeers were very tired, and they just sat there thinking, how are we going to get Santa out of the chimney? We're a bit behind with our schedule. And then a little mouse said, I can help. All I have to do is hold your tail. And they looked at the mouse and said, oh, you're a bit too small, but a little bit goes a long way. So the mouse held on to Vixen's tail, and Vixen held on to Prancer, and Prancer held on to Dancer, and Dancer held on to Dasher, and Dasher held on to Santa, and they pulled with a ho, 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 and Santa went go, 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 and got out of the chimney. And then they all flew off. Well, here's a little rhyme so that you can remember the story about Santa getting stuck in the chimney. Here it is. Here is the chimney, here is the top. Open the lid and out Santa pops. Do you want to do it again? All you have to do is put your thumb and wrap it around your fingers. Do you want to do it again? All you have to do is put your thumb and wrap your fingers around it. And here we go. Here is the chimney, here is the top. Open the lid and out Santa pops. Well done. But I've got another song. It's all about when Santa got stuck in the chimney. When Santa got stuck in the chimney, he began to shout, girls and boys won't get any toys unless you get me out. My beard is black, there's soot in my sack, and my nose is itchy too. When Santa got stuck in the chimney, achoo, achoo, achoo. Achoo, achoo, achoo. All right, Santa, off you go. Go and deliver some more presents. Santa has lots of helpers. The reindeers helped him get out of the chimney, and the elves, well, they put all the presents together. But not these 5 cheeky elves, because they're having so much fun jumping on the sled. Can you pretend to be an elf jumping on the sled? Here we go. 5 cheeky elves jumping on the sled. One fell off and bumped its head. Rudolph called Santa, and Santa said, no more elves jumping on the sled. There were 4 cheeky elves jumping on the sled. One fell off and bumped its head. Rudolph called Santa, and Santa said, no more elves jumping on the sled. There were 3 cheeky elves jumping on the sled. One fell off and bumped its head. Rudolph called Santa, and Santa said, "No more elves jumping off the sled." There were 2 cheeky elves jumping on the sled. One fell off and bumped its head. Rudolph called Santa, and Santa said, "No more elves jumping off the sled." There was one cheeky elf jumping on the sled. It fell off and bumped its head. Rudolph called Santa, and Santa said, "Oh, you cheeky elves, get back into the sled. It's time to go." And off they went to deliver presents on Christmas Eve. I know a song all about reindeers, and it goes like this. You know Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Do you know who I'm talking about? Did you say Rudolph? That's right! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa called to say, "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Then how the reindeers loved him, and they shouted out with glee, "Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history." But I know another version, and I'm going to have some helpers sing it with me. And it goes like this. You ready? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows.
Like a light bulb.
All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names.
Like Pinocchio.
They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games.
Like Monopoly.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" Then how the reindeers loved him, and they shouted out with glee, "Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history." Well done! Isn't that a great song all about the reindeers? My name is Granny Lee, and I'm here at Gateway Sanctuary in Leopold as part of the City of Greater Geelong's Christmas in Geelong. And watch out for me, you never know where I'll pop up again. And have a Merry Christmas. Bye. Hello everyone, I'm Granny Lee, and I'm here at Montpelier Park in Highton with a beautiful view of Geelong behind me as part of the City of Greater Geelong's Christmas activities for the children. And I'm going to sing some songs and tell a story. But we're going to start off with a song to get rid of your wriggles. So you can do some clapping, stamping of your feet, wriggling your body, and shout hooray. Here we go. Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Are you ready for a story? Get your hands ready. If you're ready, clap your hands. If you're ready, clap your hands. If you're ready, clap your hands. Clap them really fast. Well done now. Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Are you ready for a story? Get your feet ready for some stamping. If you're ready, stamp your feet. If you're ready, stamp your feet. If you're ready, stamp your feet. Stamp them really loud. Well done. Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Hello, g'day, how are you today? Are you ready for a story? And this is your your chance to wriggle. If you're ready, wriggle around. If you're ready, wriggle around. If you're ready, wriggle around. Wriggle really fast. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? Hello, good day. How are you today? Hello, good day. How are you today? Hello, good day. How are you today? Are you ready for a story? This time you can shout hooray. If you're ready, shout hooray. If you're ready, shout hooray. If you're ready, shout hooray. Shout it really loud. Now you're ready. Hello, good day. Now you're ready. Hello, good day. Now you're ready. Hello, good day. Now you're ready. Ready for a story. Now you've got rid of the wriggles in your fingers, the wriggles in your feet, the wriggles in your body, and the wriggles in your voice. And sit down, ready for a story. Well, now that you've got rid of all the wriggles, it's time for a story. But this is a drawing story. So if you've got a pen and some paper, you go and get them and you can join in with me. All right, here we go. This is the story of a sailor who lived in a red boat. There's the boat. It had a funnel on the top and 1, 2, 3 portholes. Now every year he was always sailing around the world, but this year he decided to put his boat in the marina and have a Christmas on land. But just before Christmas Day, he realised that he didn't have a tree. And he wanted a big tree. So he put on his green coat and he walked to the end of the pier. And he looked around and he saw the forest was way up here. And then he saw a row of trees in a straight line. And he walked along and he didn't find a tree that he liked. Then he thought he would go deeper into the forest and he went up the hill. And then there was a bit of a fire break, so he walked along there, but he didn't find any trees. And then he thought, well, I'll just keep going right to the edge of the forest. And he had a bit of a rest up there. And he looked back and he thought, none of those trees are the tree I'm looking for. So I'll just keep going in the forest. So he walked down the path and then there was another row of trees for him to look at. He didn't like any of those trees either. And then there was a nice gentle stroll down through all these trees and there were no trees there that he liked either. So he kept going and before long he'd got to the end of the pier and there was the perfect tree waiting for him in a red bucket. Oh, we just drew a Christmas tree. Isn't that great? What a wonderful way to tell a story. But I think there's something missing. What do you think? What normally goes at the top of a tree? A star. That's right. This is the second part of the story. Now the sailor had sailed all the 7 seas. He'd been to lots of countries and heard lots of stories. But the one story that he'd heard many times was about a red house, a round house that had no doors and no windows, a chimney on the top and a beautiful star inside. And he wanted that star for the top of his tree. Now he was in a new place and he didn't know anyone. So he thought, I need to find the Tourist Information Centre and they may be able to tell me about a red house, a round house with no doors, no windows, a chimney on the top and a beautiful star inside. So he walked down to the street and he went into the Tourist Information Centre and there were brochures there about whale watching and nature reserves and accommodation and food. and he asked the people there if they knew where he could find a red house, a round house, with no doors and no windows, a chimney on the top, and a beautiful star inside. And they looked at each other and said, "Oh no, sorry, we don't know where there's a house like that, but maybe you should look in the real estate office." And that's what he did. He went through the window and he saw a square house that had lots of doors and windows. He saw a 2-story house with lots of doors and windows. He even saw a round house, but it had lots and lots of windows and doors. And he saw a very unusual house that had lots of windows and doors. But he went into the real estate office anyway and said, "Excuse me, do you know where I can find a red house, a round house, with no doors and windows, a chimney on the top, and a beautiful star inside?" And the woman behind the counter said, "No, I haven't heard of a house like that, but there's some big buildings going on in the new estate. You might find one there." So he decided to walk up the hill to the new estate. And as he did, he went past a hardware shop. And he thought, well, if there's lots of buildings, maybe the builders come to the hardware shop. So he went into the hardware shop and he said, "Excuse me, do you know where I can find a red house, a round house, with no doors and no windows, a chimney on the top, and a beautiful star inside?" And the man behind the counter said, "No, haven't seen any plans for a house like that." Well, the sailor was getting hungry, so he walked down the street to find something to eat. And he passed a fruit shop and he saw a big basket of bananas and some oranges. And he walked inside, and down the back was a man cutting some watermelon. And he thought, maybe he knows where there is a red house, a round house, with no doors and no windows, a chimney on the top, and a beautiful star inside. So he went to ask the man, and the man thought about it and he said, "Come with me." And he went out to the back and stood in front of a great big crate of red apples. And he said, "Here's your red house, your round house. It has no doors or windows. It has a chimney on the top." And the sailor said, "Well, what about the star?" The man got a knife and a board and he cut it very carefully. And inside was not one, but 2 beautiful stars. And that is the star that the sailor put on his tree. That's the story of the red house, the round house, with no doors, no windows, a chimney on the top, and 2 stars inside. Isn't that a great story? So if you get an apple, maybe you can cut it that way and you can see the star as well. Isn't it fun decorating a tree? You put the star on the top and some tinsel and baubles and bells. I know a song about bells. Jingle bells. So if you have some bells or a musical instrument or a drum or something like that, go and get it and you can join in with this song. But this is an Aussie version. all about surfing at the beach, playing in the sand, eating ice creams, and the seagulls up above and the crabs scuttling and playing cricket on the beach. Are you ready? Surfing on the beach, gonna catch a wave. Playing in the sand, I've got my bucket and spade. Sunblock on my face, rashy suit and hat. Christmas Day will soon be here, hooray, let's give a clap. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Christmas in Australia on a scorching summer's day. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to surf on the beach on Christmas Day. Cricket on the sand, ice cream in my hand. Seagulls flying above, crabs scuttling around. Sitting on my towel, underneath the shade. Christmas Day is almost here, pray let's give a cheer. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Christmas in Australia on a scorching summer's day. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to surf at the beach on Christmas Day. Let's do it again. Get those bells ready. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Christmas in Australia on a scorching summer's day. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to surf at the beach on Christmas Day. Hey. Yay, give yourselves a clap. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm Granny Lee and I'm here at Montpelier Park in Highton as part of the City of Greater Geelong Christmas activities for children. I hope you have a nice Christmas and you never know where I might pop up next. Bye everyone.
Oh, hello. It's Tanya here from Nurture in Nature. I am out at the beautiful Ballyang Sanctuary and I'm looking for fairies and elves. This is part of the City of Greater Geelong's Christmas in Geelong program and I hope you love the little activity we're going to do today. Now, you've heard of the elf on the shelf, right? Well, I'm actually looking for the elf in the bush and I'm wondering if you'll come and help me find him. You ready? Let's go. Hey, have you seen the elf in the bush? No? Okay. Keep looking. This looks like a good tree that an elf might live in. Let's have a look. No one home here. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, look, I found the elf in the bush. Wonder if I knock on the door, if anyone's home. Fantastic. Look at this, what a wonderful place to live. I can see we've got our elf in the bush right here. Hello. It's there. It's got a bit of a friend here. Looks like a tree we've got here. A little pond. There's a bridge with a beautiful river running through. I heard that the elf in the bush has a pet echidna as well, and I can see here. There we go. And they've actually got one of my favourite things, which is a campfire. So you can imagine the elf in the bush and all the little elf and fairy friends sitting around this beautiful campfire and enjoying each other's company, Christmas cheer, and having some fun around there. Maybe some marshmallows as well. Now, if you want to make your own fairy house, you can do it too. Just go out and gather some natural materials. You might want to find some gum nuts, some little echidnas here as well. You can even use some beautiful glass beads if you can find them, because it's always nice to have a few shiny things in nature as well. And then you can just switch on your imagination, create a beautiful home for your little elf friends. Imagine what they would like to have if they'd like a campfire, maybe like a swimming pool, maybe like a swing as well. So I think I'm going to go and look and see if they have any friends as well. So hold on. Not up there. Wow. Oh, look. I think I found a whole fairy and elf village. I'm really looking forward to you creating your own fairy and elf village. I hope you have a wonderful festive season. Get out, get into nature, look after each other, and I'll see you outside. Bye. Well, see you outside. Bye. Come on, let's go. Hi everyone, I'm Tanya Maloney from Nurture in Nature, and I'm here at Kevin Hoffman Walk for the City of Greater Geelong's Christmas Family Program. Today I'm going to show you how to make some beautiful icy sun catchers. Here's one I prepared earlier. As you can see, they look a little bit like Christmas tree ornaments, and they are going to look absolutely beautiful in your home, although they're probably better suited to an outdoor Christmas tree than an indoor one. As you can see, we've started to melt already. So let's get making them. What you need is, a basket or a bag or a bucket or something to go out on a nature gathering walk to gather some little bits of nature, some flowers, some leaves, some herbs if you've got them, to make a nice fragrant one. And as you can see, I've been out on a little gathering walk right here. You'll also need a piece of twine. Keep it about 30 centimetres or less just to be safe. And you will need some containers, different shapes, sizes, depths. You can see here I've got just a plastic bowl that was going to go in recycling, and also a little metal one here. You can use cups or anything you really like. And they can be different shapes and sizes, and they're beautiful when you do that. You also need some water, so I've brought some water along with me today. And this, of course, will be where you put your nature in to freeze it. Oop. So here are a couple more that I prepared earlier. Obviously we don't have a freezer here, so I did make these today, but there's something so beautiful that you can use and do just at home and in your backyard. So you'll see that this activity is so simple. What you need is a container, as I said before, of any size, any shape. Now I will give you a tip. The shallower the water, the faster the freeze. And this activity really takes a little bit of patience, because when you put this in the freezer, if you get it out too soon, it won't quite be ready. It's also maybe a bit of a science experiment if you do it that way as well. So I've got my container here. I've been out gathering some of my natural materials. I have a little bit of string ready, which is going to be my handle, and we'll get making it. Okay, so really all I do is I put a little bit of water into my container, if you can see there. It's not too deep, just so that it freezes nice and fast for me. Then I get my natural materials and I pop them in. You can try and make a pattern, but it doesn't work very well, because as you can see, they float around everywhere. We've got some different colours in there. Beautiful, put some yellow. Look at that, those little flowers right there. Okay, so once I have my water and my nature in the little container, get the ends of the twine, pop them in like this, And then all you do is simply put it in the freezer, and that's going to be the little handle that you can hang them up with. So as you can see, like this one, it's hanging, I hang it in the tree or in the garden or somewhere beautiful where it catches the light. As you can see, it's just a beautiful day. And if it's a really hot day, it's a great activity because you can sit under this and get nice and drips on your head. All right, so that's how to make icy sun catchers. I hope you have a wonderful time doing them. They're just gorgeous. And for now, look after yourself, look after each other, look after nature, and I will see you outside. Bye. Oh, hi everyone, it's Tanya here from Nurture in Nature, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Eastern Park with a Christmas activity on behalf of the City of Greater Geelong for their Christmas program in Geelong. And I have a fantastic activity for you to do, a nature-based activity. I'm out here in beautiful parklands, and I've run out of tinsel for my Christmas tree, so I thought I might come and take some inspiration from nature and make some of my own. And I actually like that better because it is environmentally friendly to make a Christmas nature bunting. Okay, let's take a look at how you do it, and then you can go out and do some of your own. All right, so as I said, I've been out gathering some leaves. I've got all different colours, and this time of year, so beautiful. Look, we've got reds and greens and yellows, all very Christmassy colours. Wonderful. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is called a nature threading, and it's very simple. You need a stick and some leaves and a little bit of patience. All right, let's have a look. So I've got some leaves here. I've got a stick. Now if your stick's too thick, you're going to break your leaves. So what you need to do is just grab a little stick, gently wiggle it through, wiggle, wiggle, whoops, broke a stick, that's all right. Wiggle, 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 all the way on there. And I've got my very first bit of nature leaf threading. I might go for a red leaf now. Look at that, beautiful colours. Okay, so wiggle, 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 and I've got two. Look at that. And you keep going with your leaves, a nice green one for a bit of colour, and you keep going on the nature threading until you could go all the way along this stick. Look pretty? Gorgeous. So that's pretty easy. I think you'll be able to do that. Just takes a little bit of patience, and you might need to go and gather some extra leaves at some stage. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is actually make our nature bunting, which is like Christmas tree tinsel. Okay, so what you will need is a piece of string, twine, and some leaves, really. That's it. So I've got my string, I've put one here already just to start, and then what I'm going to do is I've put some holes in my leaves with a hole punch, and just going to thread them on in like this. All right, so we've got two there. Might get a bit of an orangey leaf now, and so you can imagine that. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's coming along beautifully. Look at that, we've only got three on, and it looks gorgeous already. So can you imagine your Christmas tree with this all woven around it? I think it'd be really beautiful. Now, the other thing I like about this activity as well is you can do some little leaf threading also. So I've just put some hole punch leaves, hole punches in this leaf, got some twine or some wool, and just thread it through, and it looks like, it's kind of like trying to do your shoelaces up, but it looks like some little patterns. And you could hang those on your Christmas tree as well. And parents, I've got a great activity for you to keep the kids busy and keep their fingers nimble off the screens. You just get a little hole punch like this and a few leaves, And the kids can spend hours and hours and hours hole punching leaves, putting holes in them, and maybe using it like a pinhole camera as well. And the greatest thing about this is that if I open, you make little leaf confetti out of it. So as you can see, this is going to make a beautiful Christmas bunting for my Christmas tree. And now I want you to go and have a go and try it yourself too. All right, look after yourself, look after each other, look after nature, and I will see you outside. Bye. It's Tanya here from Nurture in Nature. I am here at the Dell at Clifton Springs as part of the City of Greater Geelong's Christmas in Geelong program. We're going to do a fantastic weaving activity today, all with a Christmas theme, and I look forward to bringing this activity to you and seeing all the fun that you can have. Oh, hello. I hope you're going to love this. This is a beautiful place to hang out in the Dell, and let's get going. I'm going to firstly warm my fingers up. We're going to do some weaving today. You may have seen in homes and wherever you're visiting, maybe you make some at school, wreaths and weavings for Christmas. Now there's a couple of different ways you're going to do it. I just found some grass here. And really, all I do is just wrap it around itself. You can see that. And I have a very basic, but a very beautiful kind of a circle that maybe you could hang on your door. Anyway, I've got some others that I prepared earlier I'll show you as well. And then we're going to make one out of cardboard and nature. It's really, really easy. So this is another one that we created. This would look beautiful hanging on your door or sitting on your table. It's just made out of grapevines. You could use grasses or willow or a vine, any sort of vine that maybe is in your backyard or in family's backyard as well. And as you can see, there's a beautiful little Christmas decoration up on top. So I think that would look quite lovely hanging on the door. But today, the one I'm going to show you is a cardboard weaving. Let me just grab it. Okay. Now, this is pretty simple. All you need is some cardboard, so we're recycling here. And you could draw a Christmas tree or a snowman or a star or whatever sort you want. But I have drawn a little Christmas tree pretty simply, and I've put some holes in it with scissors. You might want to ask an adult to help you do that because we want to make sure you're nice and safe. And then all you really need to do is grab some nature, go out on a nature walk, gather some natural materials like I have here in my basket, just from the places that are around you, and then you can start decorating your Christmas tree. I'm going to go down, sit down on the ground, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So as you can see, we've got our cardboard Christmas tree here drawn on. I've got some rosemary. Smells good on this and on your Christmas dinner, I imagine as well. What I'm going to do now is just decorate the tree. I found a dandelion. I thought that might make a good star. Look at that, yes. Cool, star on the top of our tree. We've got some more rosemary. See, whoop. That's why I need to warm up my fingers. Right, pop it in there. See, we're sort of weaving it and winding it and pushing it through the holes, seeing how it looks like that. Does it look like a tree? Okay, another bit. This is a nice thick branch. Put it through there. Wow, that's great. It smells so good. Now I'm hungry. Right, and now I think it might be time to put our Christmas decorations on the tree. So, got a nice purple Christmas bauble there. We've got, ooh, look at this. We've got a little fluffy one. Let's see. Thread it through here. Go. Even found a feather on my travels. Might be nice as a Christmas decoration right there. And might put some more lavender. We've got a very smelly Christmas tree here. So one more. We might have, let's go, these little fluffy, they look like little bunny tails. I like them. All right. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good as a Christmas tree. So this is a really, really easy Christmas weaving you can do. You can hang this up in your house. You might want to make it as a gift for someone to put on their Christmas table as well. I've also made, actually my kids made this for me. It's a bit of a Christmas card with the same way that you do it. But really, that's it. That's pretty simple. I can't wait to see and hear about all of your beautiful Christmas weavings. And so make sure you look after yourself, look after nature, and look after each other, and get outside and have some fun. We'll see you outside. Bye.
Kunyaba Miriu, Nyura Waring, Nare Christie. In Wonderland language, I say good day, hello, how are you? And my name is Christy.
Kunyaba Miriu, Nyura Waring, Nare Talia. In Wadawurrung language, I say good day, how are you? My name is Talia. We are at Wadawurrung Aboriginal Cooperative, and we're Wadawurrung community members and have been for a very long time. And we're here today to share with you an activity that you can do with your families and your children on Christmas that has things that are significant to us as Aboriginal people and to the Wadawurrung people. So we hope you enjoy.
To make our wreath, we're using beautiful natural resources we can find from outside. We're using sticks, gum leaves, twine, gum nuts, and a beautiful red bottle brush to add a pop of colour. The reason we use the gum leaves is because of their significance to Aboriginal people, particularly the Wadawurrung people. The gum leaves are a sign of welcome, and you'll often see them used in smoking ceremonies to welcome you to country. The smoke that comes from burning the gum leaves is used to cleanse the land and cleanse your spirit. There are over 350 different species of gum trees around the country. Each gum leaf has its own scent and its own fingerprint, just like you or I. We're using the twine to bring all the sticks together to form the shape that we want. Today we're creating our wreath using a square shape, or perhaps it could be a diamond shape depending on how we hang it. But really using that twine to bring everything together, including the gum leaves, wrapping it all around to get that beautiful greenery that we want for our wreath. We're now using the twine to attach other pieces to our wreath, including our beautiful red bottle brush to add that beautiful red colour. So just tying it around the base of the bottle brush with the twine to keep it in place. Christy's now attaching the gum nuts to the end of the twine, and the way that we've managed to do that is we've collected our gum nuts and we've drilled a little hole in the top so that we can thread our twine through and then just tie a knot so that the gum nuts stay in place where we want them to. And she's repeating that process again in the other corner. See how she twists that gum nut onto the end of the twine and then ties it to keep it in place. The next addition we're going to add to our wreath is we've got another gum leaf and we found a marker, and we're using the marker to draw on the gum leaf our wishes for the new year. So Chrissy's drawing people gathering together, which symbolises her wish for next year, being that she's wanting her family and more people to come together more often, and also well wishes for her family together. She's attached it, and this is our finished product. We've got a beautiful nature wreath with some gum nuts, bottle brush, gum leaves, and the well wishes attached. You could attach more than one well wish. Everyone in your family could attach a wish and hang it up on your door, ready for the Christmas season.
Bonda Mary open good, Bonda Mary open good, Bonda Mary open good, Baka Bata.